Hey, it's Joseph here. I got another box that I'm excited to unbox, so let's get that going. So as you can see, MSI has sent this over for me to review. Thank you so much, MSI, for sending this over. So inside of the relatively small package, these two boxes have shown up. Obviously, this is a laptop, and I suppose that will be the accessories. Let's get this one open first. In here, a power cable, and then also the charger brick. It is not too big, but it is relatively hefty, and the other end is seemingly to be the barrel plug. And as I understand, this laptop is quite powerful and has discrete graphics card GTX 2060, I believe. So it's gonna need good amount of power, so that is expected. So I'll just put this charger on the side for now, and let's get this laptop opened. It is a very clean looking white box with the MSI Dragon logo. It is looking good. And back here, I'm gonna cover the serial number, but it states the name of the laptop, so I'm gonna read that off to you. It is P65 Creator 9SE model, and it says color is gray, 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 so I guess it is very gray. And the LED panel is 15.6 inches in UHD, so a good amount of pixels, a mid-sized laptop, an anti-glare and IPS level. And CPU is Intel Core i7-9750H, so it is not necessarily the most current, but the last generation of CPU. And VGA, the GPU is NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 with 60 gigabytes of GDDR6. And that is great because I can do a lot of graphics card dependent work out of this laptop and possibly do VR as well. And the hard drive is 1TB SSD, and I think they meant 1TB SSD as a storage. And it also states OP32 gigabytes, and I'm assuming that is Intel Optane 32 gigabyte, which is going to help you read and write the data a lot quicker than normal SSDs. And RAM is DDR4 32 gigabytes, and it is 2 of 16 gigabyte sticks. And it has Bluetooth and LAN combo module and Windows 10 64-bit professional, and also the battery capacity of 80 watt-hour battery. So it is going to have good amount of charge as well. And by the spec, it is looking perfect for content creation and the things that I do as an architectural designer, and I am quite excited for this laptop. So here is the Red Dragon of MSI, and we're here to help. Oh, that's actually Spanish, so here, English. Stop, we're here to help. Should you have any questions about the notebook, contact us. And their cute little red dragon is there. So some of the paperwork out of the way, and everything is white. It is clean and simple. I really like it as a designer, and if you're a designer yourself, you would appreciate this kind of thing. All right, some more manual. I'm gonna leave that out. So by the way, MSI has a really cool looking dragon on their logo, and then they also have a very cute looking dragon. So they have two different versions of dragons. Anyways, so although the box was white, as it was stated gray, gray, gray on the spec, it is appearing to be silvery or gray, if you would call that. And it has a plastic, as you can see, it is reflecting quite a lot of light there. So let's peel that off. I think I am supposed to peel that off. It is a metallic top, and it is not glossy, as you can see. It is very nice with the dragon logo of MSI, and everything else is seemingly nicely put together. And there is quite a lot of ports that I would like to go over. Starting on the back, there are sort of the rubbery, this is not necessarily rubber, this is more like a soft plastic material as a feet. So you can see it here, and then one in the middle, just in case you press hard, I guess. And it is ventilated here with the perforated design, and there's a little grill as well with the same perforated design. I'm assuming it is actually speaker grills. And in terms of air ventilation, I see it all throughout. So there's one on the side and two on the back, and I can also see one here. And on this side, the right side of the laptop, I can see USB 3 Type A, and then Type C, which is a Thunderbolt, and a mini display port, and full-size HDMI, and the barrel plug for the power. So that is a quite hefty amount of ports here. And actually there's more on the other side. So on the other side I can see both headphone jack and microphone jack, so they are separated. And I can see 2 more USB 3 Type A ports and full-size Ethernet port, and with the Kensington lock on the corner. So that is hefty amount of ports. There's no port in the back. That is pretty much all I can ask for in terms of ports. And I can see there is a little hole with a battery logo. I'm assuming that's some sort of battery indicator, or power indicator rather. So we'll see what that is like later on. Quite a hefty weight to it, but it is feeling very solid, and it is feeling very premium. It is rectangular design, so it does feel compact. All right, I think that sums it up in terms of the outer design, so let's get it opened. And obviously we got this cloth here. And onto the inside, I can see the power button here, and a camera with a couple of holes for microphone perhaps on the top. On a thin bezel all around, they were able to put camera up here, which is quite impressive. And there's also perforated grill up on top of the laptop, and I'm guessing that is the intake for the fans. And there's a good size keyboard with the arrow keys that are full size, and a couple of function keys on the side. And they do feel like normal chiclet style keyboard. There is no complaints there. And the touchpad is quite wide for this size of a laptop. And there's a fingerprint sensor that I can see over here. And the touchpad is feeling like glass, so I like that. The hinge is feeling very solid. A lot of people pick on stuff like being able to lift your laptop with one hand or not. So all around, very solid feeling laptop. So I'm gonna power it on. Let's see if it has any juice. Perhaps not, so I'm gonna get charger going. Okay, so I connected the charger to turn on the laptop, and I have noticed there is very little glare on the panel itself. It is reflecting my light there, and the reflection is quite well managed. All right, let's get it started. All right, I can hear the fans coming on and another Dragon logo. So now I have to do Windows setup, so I'll quickly do that and at least get the machine going with the Windows.
Hi there, I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help. A little sign in here, a touch of what?
Go away, Cortana. And whilst I am setting this up, I would like to read off of their spec page. So on their website, you can see the P65 Creator, Intel 9th Gen, GeForce RTX, and all of that included. And I'm just gonna scroll down and show you a couple of visuals in nicely represented graphics. So they promote that it is designed to multitask, and it has a good graphics card that can actually perform with video editing, 3D animation, photography, graphic design, and I would even suggest architecture as well. So the screen that I have is actually 4K UHD display, and it has 100% of Adobe RGB, which is quite impressive because often the values that you see is sRGB rather than Adobe RGB, which is actually a lot more difficult to achieve. So 100% Adobe RGB is fantastic, and it also has very thin bezel of 4.9 millimeters, so it is looking very good. And going further down, ultra light 4.2 pounds and ultra thin 0.7 inches, and 8 hours of productivity hours, which is quite impressive for laptop that has the graphics card. Obviously you would have to be a bit more conservative of battery, and as it says, it has fingerprint sensor and also touchpad that is quite wide, and it supports Windows Hello as well, and it also supports Thunderbolt port, and it has one USB-C Thunderbolt port, and you can enjoy up to 4K resolution output for extra screen real estate and all the things that are connected to your laptop. And also it describes its cooling system with 3 fans. That is more than usual. And this is something that MSI promotes, which is Creator Center, more cohesive environment for all MSI products that are geared towards all the professionals who's doing content creation and architectural designer like myself will benefit this sort of optimization of the hardware that they provide. So you can dedicate certain settings for specific apps that you are running on your machine. And I'm gonna keep scrolling down. So they state also they have high res audio and military grade durability, and there is a spec sheet. So typically MSI has been known for their gaming hardwares and the things that they do for the gaming community. However, it is quite apparent that they are actually making things for professionals as well. So I actually have reviewed their laptop of workstation lineup, and this is the first laptop that I'm reviewing off of the Prestige lineup, which is geared towards the creative personnel such as content creator and architectural designer or engineer, those people who does professional things on their laptop and needs a lot of graphics and computing horsepower in their daily tasks. So this is seemingly to be quite suitable laptop for my daily usage. It does not have a touch screen or sort of the pen input that I often would like to have in a laptop, but everything else is really well built. I do appreciate 4K panel that it has and good amount of color accuracy. I do really need that in my daily workflows, as I do depend on color and the look of the things a lot in my daily tasks. So I'm gonna test this out on my daily workflows. So the Windows has finished setting up and everything is good to go. Obviously I have to install a bunch of softwares to test this laptop out against my daily workflows. So I'll have to get on that and perhaps report back to you with another follow-up video of this laptop. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you have liked this content, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to continue watching these type of videos. And thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Bye.